Have you ever wondered what your dog feels during the last 5 minutes before you leave? Most of us think the hardest moment for a dog begins when the front door finally closes. We imagine that's the instant they realize they're alone. But according to what animal behavior experts have observed for years, that isn't usually where the story starts. For many dogs, the emotional journey begins several minutes earlier, while you're still walking around the house getting ready to leave. Without saying a single word, you're already telling your dog whether this moment is ordinary or something they should worry about. And once you understand how they read those tiny signals, you'll never look at your departure routine the same way again. So, before the next time you grab your keys and head out the door, stay with me until the end. Because these final 5 minutes may be the simplest way to help your dog spend less time worrying and more time resting while you're away. Now, imagine you're getting ready to leave home. There's about 5 minutes left. Nothing dramatic has happened yet. Your shoes are still by the door. Your bag hasn't left your shoulder. To you, this is just another ordinary morning. But your dog has already started paying closer attention than you realize. Dogs don't understand calendars or clocks, but they're remarkably good at recognizing patterns. They notice the order in which things happen. They notice how quickly you move from one room to another. They notice when your attention shifts away from them and toward the outside world. Long before you touch the doorknob, they've already begun asking themselves a simple question. Is something changing? That's why the atmosphere inside your home matters more than most people think. Instead of rushing from room to room trying to finish 10 little tasks at once, slow yourself down just enough to keep the house feeling familiar. If your neighborhood tends to be noisy, this is a good moment to close a window or lower outside distractions. You can also begin playing gentle background audio with a steady rhythm. Soft instrumental music or relaxing nature sounds usually work well because they remain consistent from beginning to end. The goal isn't to keep your dog entertained. The goal is to make the environment feel predictable. A predictable environment gives the brain one less reason to stay alert, and that becomes important over the next few minutes. As those minutes quietly pass, you're getting closer to the moment your dog has learned to recognize. Now there are about 2 minutes left. By this point, many dogs stop whatever they were doing. Some quietly follow their owner through the house. Others simply lie down and watch. They aren't being clingy. They aren't trying to stop you from leaving. They're collecting information. This is where many owners unknowingly make one of two common mistakes. Some avoid looking at their dog completely because they're afraid any attention will make the separation harder. Others do the exact opposite. They kneel down, hug their dog tightly, repeat goodbye several times, and fill those last moments with emotion because it feels like the loving thing to do. Ironically, neither extreme communicates what your dog needs most. What helps them most is calm. Walk toward your dog exactly the way you would if you were simply passing by during a quiet afternoon. Let your breathing slow naturally. Relax your shoulders without forcing it. Allow your face to soften before you even make eye contact. Then simply meet their eyes for several gentle seconds. Not as a farewell, not as an apology, just as quiet reassurance. Without speaking much, you're allowing your body to communicate something your dog understands surprisingly well. Everything is still okay. After a few seconds, calmly look away first and continue with what you're doing. It seems almost too simple to matter. Yet, social animals constantly read one another through these tiny interactions. Confidence isn't always loud. Sometimes confidence is simply the absence of urgency. But emotional calm is only half of the picture because the body remembers stress even when the mind wants to relax. Now, there's roughly 1 minute left before you leave. Think about how your own body reacts on a stressful day. Maybe your shoulders tighten without you noticing. Maybe your neck becomes stiff after hours of work. Dogs experience something very similar. They can carry tension through their chest, their front legs, and even the small muscles around their paws. Instead of giving your dog the quick pat on the head, that so many of us do automatically. Spend about 30 seconds offering slow, gentle touch somewhere they already enjoy being calmly stroked. For many dogs, the front of the chest or around the shoulders feels especially comforting because those areas often hold physical tension. Move your hand slowly enough that your dog has time to breathe with you. There is no reason to rush. This isn't playtime. You're not trying to make them excited before you leave. You're helping their body discover that it doesn't have to stay prepared for something frightening. If you pay close attention, you may notice little signs that are easy to miss. Their breathing may become deeper, their eyelids might grow heavier. Some dogs quietly sigh without making a sound, others shift their weight and settle into a more comfortable position. Those tiny moments often tell you much more than a wagging tail ever could. By now, only about 30 seconds remain. You're almost at the door. Before you reach for the handle, leave behind something that continues speaking after you've gone. Your scent? People usually recognize someone by their face. Dogs often recognize the people they love first through smell. Your scent carries familiarity, routine, and countless memories that have nothing to do with words. A recently worn t-shirt or sweatshirt placed where your dog normally rests can quietly become part of the environment they've learned to trust. It doesn't replace you, nothing truly can. But it reminds your dog that home still smells like the person they feel safest with. Sometimes comfort doesn't arrive through grand gestures. Sometimes it arrives through the smallest details that remain long after we've stepped outside. And now the final moments have arrived. Only 10 seconds remain before the door opens. This is the part almost everyone remembers because it's the moment that feels most emotional. Yet, it may also be the moment that deserves the least drama. If every departure ends with long hugs, anxious voices, repeated goodbyes, and several trips back through the doorway because your dog looks sad, you're unintentionally teaching them that leaving is an extraordinary event. Dogs don't understand the words you're saying nearly as well as they understand the emotional state behind those words. Instead, let your final seconds look wonderfully ordinary. Pick up your keys, open the door, use one short phrase that always means the same thing, then leave. Don't stand outside watching through the window. Don't reopen the door for one last cuddle. Don't turn around because you suddenly feel guilty. Your confidence gives your dog permission to remain confident too. And then, the door closes. This is the chapter we almost never witness. The house becomes quiet again. The gentle background sound continues exactly as before. Your familiar scent still rests in your dog's favorite place. The final memory you left behind wasn't panic or excitement, it was calm. Will every dog immediately curl up and fall asleep? Not always. Especially if they've struggled with separation anxiety for months or even years. Real emotional change rarely happens overnight. But something valuable has already begun. Each calm departure becomes another piece of evidence stored inside your dog's memory. Another experience proving that nothing frightening followed your routine. Another reminder that your absence has always been temporary. Over time, those experiences begin connecting together. Yesterday you came home. The day before that, you came home too. Last week ended exactly the same way. Little by little, your dog stops expecting disaster every time you leave because the evidence keeps telling a different story. That's why none of these moments should be viewed as magical tricks. The music isn't magic. The eye contact isn't magic. The gentle touch isn't magic. Your scent isn't magic. Each one simply supports the same message from a different direction. You are safe. This home is still familiar. You don't have to stay afraid while I'm gone. Eventually, something beautiful starts to happen. Instead of spending the first hour after every departure listening for every sound or pacing from window to window, many dogs begin choosing something else. They rest, not because they forgot about you, not because they love you any less, but because they've learned that loving someone doesn't always mean fearing every goodbye. And perhaps that's one of the greatest gifts we can ever give a dog that trusts us completely. We can't promise to be beside them every minute of every day, but we can teach them through patience and consistency that our leaving has never meant losing us. So the next time you're about to walk out the door, don't think only about where you're going. Think about the story your dog experiences during those final 5 minutes, because those quiet moments often shape the hours that follow far more than we ever realize. If you have a dog waiting for you at home, I'd love to know their name in the comments and which part of this routine you think could make the biggest difference for them. And if you enjoy learning what goes on inside a dog's mind through science and everyday behavior, don't forget to subscribe, because every week we explore another small mystery that can help you understand your best friend just a little bit better.